Hello and welcome to the fabulous YouTube channel of the one and only Max Pleasure. Now, I know what you're thinking. Who the hell is this and where the hell is Max? Well, Max has had me take over his account today, and you can get ready for some beautiful minty messages, truth, and honesty. We are going to have an amazing time and learn a thing or two. If you're wondering, who the hell is this? I am one and only Junior Mint. Chocolate in your mouth, minty going down, and that's Junior Mint with 2 T's because copyright, okay? So to tell you a little bit about myself, I was born in Philadelphia. I'm the youngest of 3 kids. I have 2 older brothers. I'm an Aries, a strong Aries, okay? Strong Aries, Taurus moon, Gemini rising. I grew up in a household where arts were encouraged but not very abundant. It wasn't until high school that I actually got my first opportunity to take part in theater. And when I took part in it, it was a moment where I really learned how to shine, but also shine in a space where I can actually fully discover who I am. And I feel like that's theater for a lot of people. It's a conduit for them to be in a space that they can discover. Because oftentimes the class where most people feel the most comfortable to discover their queerness is the drama class. Theater was the real avenue for me to get into discovering a piece of myself that I never would have allowed myself to discover until that actually led me to Emerson College in Boston, where I studied scenic and production design. And that was one of the places that truly taught me my voice. It taught me the strength of my voice. It taught me that my voice was needed, because I graduated high school in 2013 and then started college that fall. And it would be about a year and some change would pass before the first Black Lives Matter protest would happen. And it truly lit the fire of activism that I have, mainly because it taught me that I'm not alone in how I feel. I'm not alone in my experience. I'm so thankful that I was in college when it happened, because I'm so happy that I really had the opportunity to discover my love of protesting, my love of getting to use my voice collectively with my community to say, this is not right. The protest happening was very interesting because it was set to the context of me going to a liberal arts school, which Emerson College, where Black people made up less than 1% of the student population. When I went to Emerson College for the first time in my program, none of the professors in my program could remember the last time a Black student was in the program. So at minimum 10 years, I was the first Black person to be in my program. And I would say the final piece that really put the nail in the coffin of me being an activist was being an RA. Because being an RA was something that really taught me responsibility. I took it very seriously that I was someone who people could come to. I wasn't the RA who was knocking on doors, busting things down, trying to get people. I was the person who was there to help shepherd a group of people who were in a new experience in their life, who needed guidance. And so for me, it was such a beautiful role to get to have in my community. So when I moved to New York after college in 2017, that's when I came to this city. I was expecting to experience the community that I saw in Paris is Burning, the community that I saw in all of these pieces of queer, Black film, literature, whatever it may be, that I really connected with. And I was devastated to find that there wasn't that space really for me in this city yet. And I was devastated to not find that community and find that community was pushed to the wayside. And honestly, I had to seek it out. I discovered that I had to seek out the community of intersectional Black trans people who I could actually connect with and relate with. And it made me truly realize that I have to fight and push for my community. I have to fight to find them, and then fight to protect them. Fight to not only exist, but to also to commune, to be together. Because even in queer spaces, trans people will get misgendered. A year after I moved here, after I had still been searching for my community of people and I hadn't been able to find them, and I decided to try drag because I'd always wanted to. And a bunch of friends were always those beautiful, encouraging people who were like, do it, Junior, do it. You know you want to, just do it. We love you. And when I did it, that same night I got booked for 2 other gigs. And it's been a non-stop, beautiful roller coaster ride of a career in drag, because I have only become more empowered in myself. I've only discovered more beautiful layers to myself I didn't know were there. I discovered my full transness. I discovered my full blackness. There's so many different pieces of myself that drag was the catalyst for me discovering more of these pieces of myself. And it was the open, honest communication that I started to have with myself because of drag that I could then have with other people. So, what does that mean for being an ally and a supporter of Black trans power and the Black trans community? Well, I personally always like to think that you can usually break down activism into 3 tangible categories. If you are tangibly changing people's lives, you can usually fit it into one of 3 categories. First, you have economic. That means you put your money where your mouth is, okay? That means that you are donating money. You are finding Black-led and Black-organized organizations, okay, to help actually donate your money. Put your money where your mouth is. Redistribute them assets, okay? Because in a capitalist society, the thing that is valued is money. I want you to be out there finding Black trans GoFundMes, finding Black trans transition funds, finding Black trans shelter and housing funds, okay? I want you to be going out there and seeking out all of these different avenues to actually help to enrich the community with money, because at the end of the day, we need power and assets. Put your money where your mouth is. 2, political. I need you to be looking up your representatives. I need you to know what congressional district you're in, what state district you're in. I need you to know who you are voting for. We do not vote for political parties here. We vote for people, okay? Because it doesn't matter whether you're on the left wing or the right wing, it's all attached to a racist ass bird, okay? I need you emailing your representatives. I need you to be asking them. I need you to be pushing them for legislation. I need you to be pushing these people for regulations. I need you to push them to defund the police and start to really reallocate all of those assets towards social programs and community needs that the Black trans community says that they need. We don't need more outsiders trying to tell our community what they need. Number 3, social. If you are an artist, if you are a producer, if you are a nightclub owner, if you have an Instagram account, okay? No matter what it may be, if you have it, use it to promote. Use it to promote Black trans power. I need you to be promoting Black transness actively, okay? This cannot be a backseat operation. You need to be pushing it from the front seat, driving it, okay? Because if you can say Black Lives Matter but not Black trans lives matter, you're just a Karen in a different costume, baby, okay? The worst thing that an ally can do is put their comfortability above people. Because at the end of the day, if you think your feed will not look good with a Black trans lives matter post, GoFundMe, whatever it may be, then honestly, you just put your feed above saving the lives of Black trans people who are being murdered. Always remember that every single day is another opportunity to be a better you, to be a better ally, to be a better community member. Every single day. Not a single person is perfect, but every single... I'm going to end this video with a quote from an absolute icon of mine, Assata Shakur. If you do not know her, you need to look her up. Ever since I heard this Assata Shakur quote, it has always been carried with me as a motto of mine. I want you to repeat after me. Look in the mirror and repeat this to yourself. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love each other and support each other, and we have nothing to lose but our chains. So go out there and share some love, share some insight, share a piece of you, and grow a little bit more into a better ally for the Black trans community and for Black trans power. Have a beautiful day, and never forget that you're valid, you're necessary, and your voice is needed.